Have you ever caught yourself reliving a memory so vividly you could almost smell the air, feel the temperature, hear the exact sound of someone's laughter? Or maybe you've drifted into the future, imagining how your life could be, your dream job, a conversation you haven't had yet, a version of you that feels a little bit more evolved. It's a strange superpower we all have, this ability to travel through time using only our minds. But here's the question: are we traveling with awareness, or are we just getting lost? Today we're stepping inside what I call the mind's time machine, a metaphor for one of the most powerful spiritual tools we have, if we learn how to use it.
Welcome to Must I Evolve, a lecture series on spiritual growth and philosophy, presented in conjunction with No Expectations, the podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Must I Evolve, a space where ancient wisdom meets modern science, where inner work meets real-world results. I'm Andrew H. Housley, author, board-certified wellness consultant, certified holistic nutritionist, and yoga instructor with 25 years on the mat and even more in mindful observation. This podcast is a mirror, a question, and sometimes a nudge. Let's start with the past. Our memories are like echoes, sometimes gentle, sometimes jarring. They shape our identity, our choices, our patterns, but more often than not, we revisit them unconsciously through nostalgia, regret, or even shame. Yet the past isn't something to erase, it's something to face. And that reminds me of a Zen tale, as it always does. Two monks were walking along a muddy road after a heavy rain. They came upon a young woman, unable to cross the stream without soiling her clothes. Without hesitation, the older monk picked her up and carried her across. She thanked them, and they all continued on the way. Hours later, the younger monk, clearly agitated, finally said, "Brother, we're not supposed to touch women. Why did you carry her?" The older monk replied calmly, "I put her down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" This story always lands for me because most of us are still carrying things we should have put down a long time ago. An argument from last month, a relationship from 5 years ago, a moment of embarrassment that no one else even remembers. Or hey, maybe you were scrolling through your ex's Instagram feed from 2018, still holding on. No judgment. So what if instead of replaying the past like a broken record, we approached it as a sacred archive, with each memory, even especially the painful ones, being held as a spiritual blueprint waiting to be decoded? Imagine sitting with a memory, not to relive it, but to listen to it, to ask, what is this teaching me? What am I still carrying that no longer belongs to me? This is not escapism. This is time travel with a purpose. Now let's fast forward. The future. It's our canvas, limitless, open, undefined. And we're constantly painting it, even when we don't realize it. Daydreaming isn't a distraction. Visualization, when intentional, is spiritual design thinking. But there's a danger here too. We can get stuck in the someday thinking, always waiting to feel whole, fulfilled, awakened later. The great Alan Watts reminds us the only way to make sense of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. So what if we stopped outsourcing our evolution to the future for the next day, for some day down the road? What if we began embodying our future self now? Something to try here. Close your eyes. introduce yourself to your future self. What are you wearing? How do you speak? What energy are you bringing to the room? Now ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to become that future self, even in a small way? That's time travel as becoming. And finally, the present moment, often overlooked, often misunderstood. But this is where everything actually happens. Not in the rewinding of old tapes, not in the projection of hopeful futures, but here, now, in the sacred flicker of this moment, this breath. The present isn't just what's happening. It's the portal that connects our inner timeline, the stitching thread between who we are and who we are becoming. It's mindfulness as a compass, if you will. So let's try this. Wherever you are right now, take a deep inhale through your nose. Hold it for a moment. And then exhale. Slow and steady. Feel your body. Feel your breath. Feel the aliveness of this moment, not the idea of the actuality. Even this 5 seconds pause is an act of reclaiming your spiritual agency. Because here's the paradox. The past is gone. The future hasn't happened. And yet, both live in our minds. But only the present lives in the body and is only alive now. It's here, in this small sacred slice of time, that everything comes together. The lessons of the past, the visions of the future, the awareness of now. This is where real transformation begins. Not in some grand breakthrough, enlightenment, satori, whatever you want to call that. It happens here in a subtle shift from unconscious wandering to conscious traveling. From time happening to you becoming the author of your own timeline. So for those of you who don't believe that time travel is possible, I disagree. Your mind is a time machine, but you are the traveler. You choose where to go. You choose what to carry, and you choose when to return. But the truth is, most of us have been wandering through time without awareness. I think about the band The Church's song, After Everything. There's a lyric in there that always hits me hard. Steve Kilby sings, "I was never really sure what I was waiting for. When the moment came, I was looking away. Obsessed with the past, scared of the future, never took the time to be here today." That really, really resonates with me. And I wonder how many moments have passed us by while we were chasing the next one. How many moments have we looked away from being caught between memory and anticipation and missed the now? But here's my invitation to you. You don't have to live like that anymore. You can visit the past, but don't get stuck there. You can dream about the future, but don't wait to start living. You can breathe into now and know that you are exactly where you're meant to be, because the past may have shaped you and the future may inspire you, but only this moment can evolve you. Thanks for listening to Must I Evolve? Remember, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be patient. That's the real practice. As for your next evolution, it doesn't live in who you should become, it lives in what already grows within you. Until next time, keep evolving, quietly, consistently, and always with no expectations.